I really appreciate the thing about feedback loops. And is that so a loop to me sounds like you've kind of got a system in place for getting information back to you. Does that mean it can go through other people, or do you need to be in touch with the people that you're wanting to get feedback from? Or are there variations on how that could work?
I
Does
think
that
it
make
could
sense?
be any of the above, but
Okay.
really what I think of is, who is in your, for lack of a better word, I'll say your inner circle,
Yeah.
that you've asked them to really have a finger on the pulse of what's going on in the
Right.
congregation, and to bring back that kind of information to you. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't get it directly, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times people are reluctant to give honest feedback to pastors, and yet they'll tell their friends.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why they're blowing up my small group right now. So, the friend says, okay, so I think we've got a communication problem here.
Yeah. And can it be, I mean, can you do stuff like surveys? Does that count as?
Yes. I mean, surveys, people get over surveyed. So I tend to recommend that churches use surveys sparingly.
Okay.
But if it's important, absolutely do a survey.
Okay. I'm just wondering if there are like some sort of tools that can be used for that, or if what you're really talking about is the personal conversation kind of feedback.
I think it's both. I think it's the tools. I think it's the personal conversations. I think it's, you pay attention to, who's showing up, and what does that tell me about how effectively we communicated and how we might tweak it. I would, the online communication is so important these days. I would want to have somebody in my orbit that really understood that well and knew how to pay attention to what was working or not working from a digital communication standpoint. Like, that's not me.
Yeah.
But I would, back to our strong teams.
Right.
I would find that person, and there's a good chance it's just a digital native. They don't have to be on your staff.
Yeah.
But they understand that world, and they could help to tell you that that's not the feedback loop per se, but they could tell you what seems to have traction and what doesn't.
Yeah.
What are people clicking on or paying attention to?
That's great. That's great.